Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling on till then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather. Bum-ba-dee-da, bum-ba-dee-da. Happy trails to you. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Again, I make great sacrifices. I'm lighting a vanilla pumpkin candle. They should make lighters longer, candles wider, or hands smaller. Let's just kind of pop this right here. If it's anybody's birthday today, I've already got the candle lit, and we're going to rock and roll. Wait a minute here. What am I missing? Oh, that was panic. It's panic. Oh, so good. So good. Hello, RJ. Hello, Everlasting Bloom. Hello, Cindy Strickland. Hello, I don't know. Hello, Elna. How are you? It's very important I have the right setup, as you guys know. And I'm not totally sure I do. I need the proper weight for the backdrop of my phone. I was balancing it against a light little kind of wimpy light candle. Thought it was very possible that the candle could slide back. My phone would tip over, and you'd be looking at the top of my sunroom, and I might let out a scream. Bah! Bah! That would be my scream. Gonna slide you in closer. Boy, I could just do my whole show getting ready for the show. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Oh, somebody's watching from the Cebu province. That's my favorite of the provinces. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is, what is it? It is Tuesday morning. It is September 12th. I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm not sure I'm totally comfortable yet, so if I'm fidgeting and fussing around this morning, there's probably a few reasons, but the fact that I'm not fully comfortable might be one of them. But anyway, it's Tuesday morning. It's September 12th. It is just after 6:30 a.m. Happy Tuesday. This is a little show I've been doing for a long time. I don't look comfortable. Eric, you're right. You're right, Eric. Maybe this. Hey, that's better. I feel better already. But what if I want to plug my Ugg slippers? What if I want to plug my Ugg slippers? I flipped them off before I crisscrossed applesauce. You know what I mean? You don't want to have too much material on your feet if you're crisscross applesaucing. Lots of fresh veggies and nice beach in the province. Good morning, Josh Ogran. Good morning, Sean. I feel really comfortable now. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing for a long time. Actually, almost 4.5 years, which is funny. And it is a show about me talking and sharing some feelings, sharing some ups and downs we have in life. Hey, Laura, thank you so much for following the creator. Anybody out there that hasn't tuned in before, I go live most mornings, and it's kind of moving in around the 6:30 time. Not totally sure if we're going to stick to that. Not 100% sure. I'm going to commit to that. But that's what we've been doing the last few days, and it feels pretty good. I tend to be an early riser. I was up this morning at about 4:20. I tend to go to bed pretty early. I used to drink alcohol and smoke pot every night and party. Partying meant, I don't know, laying back on the couch, probably hand down the front of my pants, Heineken here, joint hanging out over here. Not really. I didn't really do that. It was in the garage. It was decent, but everything else was true. And staying up till like 11 o'clock staring at Fox News going, huh? Democrats suck. But anyway, I stopped smoking and drinking about 2 years ago, and now I go to bed early, wake up early, feel productive, feel healthy, feel like I'm on a path towards betterment. And not every day's better, but I mean, every day gets a little bit better. Not every day gets a little bit better, but generally the trajectory's going up. And it feels good. And as I posted in a video yesterday, I'm really excited about life every day now because I don't feel, I don't know, I feel proud of who I am and the way the direction I'm going, and feel good about some of the choices I'm making. And well, thank you so much, Laura. And Tammy, thank you so much for following the creator. And Kristen, thank you for saying that I rock. I appreciate it. But anyway, that's my new favorite tone. I'm sure everybody's very appreciative of, but anyway. But anyway, this, for those that have been watching a while, you know, it's not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, check this bad boy out. Ah! I don't know if anyone saw what happened. I don't think I had the spout of the pitcher, is that the called spout, fully open, and it sprayed some of the coffee to the right, landing on my bare ankle, scarring me, injuring me. Got my dog Holly staring at me through the window. It might distract me. She's wiggling a little bit and giving me a sad Holly face. I'm debating letting her in. She's a good girl, but I'm also comfortable. The validation you so intensely desire. Well, poopy pants, thank you. Thank you. I'm not divorced. I'm twice divorced. That's twice as good. Somebody asked if I was divorced. I'm actually twice divorced. Yeah. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm very giggly this morning. Yeah, not original. I am very giggly this morning. And I don't think I started that giggly. I was up very early. And this is the second pot of coffee I made. And I'll tell you what was my biggest struggle early. I made my first pot of coffee, and I made it much, much, much too weak. I don't know if I was being frugal or if I was half awake or half asleep, whichever way you want to look at it. And took the first sip of coffee. Oh, by the way, as I have a tendency to do, I get distracted, and I forget to say what the show is about or to talk about the show. Laura says it's a beautiful day in Oklahoma. I wonder what the temperature is in Oklahoma today. It's a little south of where I'm at. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois. It's a town about 35 miles west of Chicago. Obviously north of Oklahoma. Probably a little cooler than Oklahoma, a little generally. Probably a few less tornadoes and windstorms and dust bowls than they have in Oklahoma. It's 66, so it's a little cooler. It's a little cooler here. But anyway, for those who have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I'm very excited to have my first sip of this second pot, which I'll get to in a moment. Cheers to us. Good morning from Virginia. One meow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's the pumpkin spice. You guys probably know it. You probably know it's the pumpkin spice. You probably knew it was. I made the first pot early this morning, and again, got started, took that first sip. And when I poured it, I knew I was in trouble. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about. When you pour the coffee, and I used to think I liked to drink a lot of coffee, so I wanted it to be lighter so I could drink more and more. And then I realized I couldn't have it strong and still drink plenty of it. And But I poured that first cup and I could see right through it. I go, well, I made it. It's hot. It'll be pretty good. It's early. And I took that first sip sitting on my couch. I was there all alone and I sipped it. I smelled it. I couldn't get any of the aroma that comes. Good morning from Arlington Heights. The aroma that comes from a coffee the way I like it. I took a sip. Could barely get any hint of the pumpkin or the spice. Basically, it tasted like kind of warm water. Maybe my taste buds are dying. Maybe I have COVID. But I couldn't distinguish the flavor. I didn't know what was going on. And I slogged through as I do. I tried to make the best of it and drank about half of a pot of diluted, unsatisfactory coffee. And then I decided it was time for my Coffee with Ken show. And I wasn't that enthused. And I felt a little hole in my heart and a hole in my soul and just not feeling like I should. And I realized what the problem was. And the problem was I had a diluted half pot of coffee left. And I deserved more. And you, my viewing audience, deserved more. And Coffee with Ken, as my stepson likes to call CWK1. And he says it really quickly. CWK1. CWK1. I don't know why. But, so anyway, I made a fresh pot. It's strong. It's tasty. It's pumpkin spice. And I'm going to have one more sip. So cheers again. So anyway, after that extremely long introduction, the candle lighting, the finding the perfect spot on my chair, the sitting crisscross applesauce, the bringing out my slippers to sell them again, my very long explanation of how I got to this moment in my day. I sit back and I reflect, I don't know what I have to talk to you about today. It's Tuesday morning. I'm not working today. There's 2 days off in a row. I took today off yesterday, and I don't work on Tuesdays generally. Part of me, and I'll be totally honest, part of me wants, when I consider work, when I talk about work, when did you start? In August? Yes, I did, Captain Scotty. I consider this work, and not a bad sort of work. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. And I was a stockbroker for 10 years, didn't love it, but I worked, but I got paid heavily for it. I was a realtor for 17 years. That was kind of a lifestyle more than a career, I thought, and kind of bounced around and did that, and was paid fairly well. Worked at Super Target over the last 7 months, and that would be defined, the most clearly defined work I did, where I went in, I did my time, and I got paid a pay. It never felt that rewarding. It still doesn't. I had some moments of enjoyment and some moments of excitement where I thought I wanted to, turn the ship around and make it work differently and make the Super Target operate differently. But I realized over the last couple months that that's not going to happen. It's a big company and a big corporation that isn't run locally at all. And all decisions are made at their corporate office up in Minnesota, and everybody else is just getting in line and following instructions. And to be honest, looking back on my life, getting in line and following instructions isn't my strength. I like to think outside the box, be creative, maybe be a pain in the ass sometimes, but yes, probably be a pain in the ass. So anyway, I consider this some of the most valuable work I do. I posted a video yesterday about drinking and smoking pot and how I stopped and how it impacts your life when you stop. And just since I posted it yesterday, it's been seen over 40,000 times. And I guarantee there's people out there sitting on the fence, wishing they could quit drinking, wishing they could quit smoking pot, that are going to face the day, a sober day today because of that video. And maybe they'll win and maybe they'll drink or smoke and maybe they won't. But at least this morning they're going to go, hey, I watched this guy's video, and if he can do it, I can do it. And so I can do it. And they are going to at least try to not smoke or drink today. And whether they succeed or not, maybe they'll try again tomorrow. And maybe it'll take, 3, 5, 10 years even for them to fully commit to stopping drinking or smoking. But my point is, I think that video will have an impact. And again, it's been seen 40,000 times in, 15 hours. And so it means something. And I think in this world and in life, if you can do something that means something, I think it's more important than the money you make or what have you. And I do believe there's opportunities for me in this, and there's probably financial rewards in this. But when I do these videos, I have a lot of life experiences, and I share them in a way that a lot of people probably wouldn't. And I think a lot of people connect with my own life experiences and my own struggles and my own issues I've had. Good morning, Jake. And I feel fortunate that God has blessed me not only with a ton of life experiences, good, bad, and ugly, but with an ability to tell a story that resonates with an audience and that connects with people. And I've been given a gift that I'm good at connecting with people. And if my experiences in life, can influence anybody in a positive way, it feels really good to me that I am able to do it every day. So when I say I'm off work today, long term, I think this is going to be my work, although I don't consider it work. Maybe it'll be counseling, maybe it'll be therapy, maybe it'll be, sorry, there were some crows circling out front, or out back, I think they're crows. I don't know what they are. But anyway, I feel fortunate that I'm able to do it, that I have a platform with which to do it on, and that God has blessed me with a gift to be able to, like I say, tell a story that resonates with an audience. As a younger 29-year-old, I appreciate all the world of wisdom. Well, thank you, Maxim. I appreciate that. And Maxim, one thing I know for sure is I don't know everything, and I'm learning. So I'm not trying to say I figured it all out. I'm not trying to pretend I have it all, because I know I haven't figured it all out, and that I'm a work in progress, and that I try and get a little better every day and learn a little bit every day and face new experiences and new challenges every day. This morning, I got a great day in front of me. There's really only a couple things times I need to be somewhere, and the rest of it's just kind of filling in times with things that I love. And well, thank you, IDK. I appreciate you. But I still found my mind kind of racing, going, oh, I got to be here at this time, and I got to be here at this time. For instance, somebody asked earlier, I think it was RJ, if there's any cross-country meets this week. My daughter runs cross-country for Oswego East, where she lives with her mama, and she's a senior in high school. Excuse me. And they have senior night tonight, and I'm excited about it. And I don't know, the team does a thing for the senior runners, and I think there's 4 seniors on the team this year. And her mom and I are going to walk her down the track and wear Oswego East shirts that say senior night. And I don't know if they're going to give her flowers or whatever, but it's going to be a little ceremony for her. And I think they run a race after that. And I'm looking forward to that. But as I was laying in bed this morning, I was figuring out my schedule and going, okay, well, I got to leave here by here and get to here, and I got to plan this much time because I don't want to be late, because I'll be in trouble if I'm late. And my mind started racing. And I was laying there, and I'm in I'd say a really good place right now. But I still felt my mind racing and going down some negative paths. And I caught myself thinking that way and feeling anxious. And again, it was 4:20 in the morning. And I realized, hey, the biggest challenge I have in front of me right now is getting my butt out of bed, getting downstairs and pouring a cup of coffee. And, from that perspective, being in a warm, safe bed and knowing that I had coffee brewing downstairs, life was pretty good. And life is pretty good. And I think so often it's easy for our mind to focus in on the stuff we have to do or the unpleasant part or look at things in a negative way. I got to mow the lawn or I got to pull the weeds. But if you do things with a smile and if you face the day with a smile and you face life with a little bit of smile, the world kind of works out and life kind of works out a lot easier. Well, thank you so much, Laura. Cheers to you. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your day at work. So, I'm going to drink a little more coffee. I planned ahead this morning. Yesterday, I started kind of belly aching a little bit. I went long yesterday. I went long. Oh, did I go long? Not going to go so long today. But it's hard doing a coffee show on an empty tummy. And excuse me, I'm going to try and slide back and do it all without having my pants come down. That would have been awkward on a live show. Let me say, so watch my videos very closely. A couple months back, I posted a video about cutoff shorts, and I had a rip in one of my jeans, and I figured, I'm running low on shorts. Money was a little tight. Twice divorced guy, you got big bills. So I cut the legs off my jeans. And apparently I cut them a little high or a little short. And I got some mocking, some appropriately made fun of a little bit. And I don't know how much I want to share. I probably don't want to share too much because I will share too much if I go down a path. But anyway, I was sitting around the fire the other day. And there were some people sitting across from me. And they felt a little uncomfortable with how much I was revealing. How much my cutoff shorts were revealing. And honestly, after investigating just how much the cutoff shorts were revealing, I don't blame them for feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Good morning, Sandman. I'm going to take a bite of this because, again, I don't want to get angry with you guys. I want to roll through my day and count my blessings and live in gratitude and enjoy the leaves rustling in the trees or the crows flying above it or the taste of my coffee or the warmth of my home or the goodness that we have all around us. And it's hard to do that on an empty tummy. So let's have a little whatever this is. Jerome, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Jerome. Thank you for asking. Pillow fell. But anyway, good morning from Southern Indiana, Chris Dawson. It's interesting. I've kicked around the idea of moving. I've lived in Naperville for about 15 years now. And lived in Naperville for about 15 years, and occasionally I kick around the idea of moving. And once or twice the idea of Southern Indiana came up, and might be interesting, might be kind of hilly down there, might be kind of farmland, maybe a place you could buy a lot of land or more land and do some neat things that you really can't do here in Naperville. Naperville's kind of the heart of suburbia. It's certainly more expensive. So anyway, you're down there in Southern Indiana. I thought about that. And I thought about Wisconsin as well, Maxim. Yeah. Evansville is great. Been here 12 years. All right. Somebody asked a question. Any upcoming plans for the weekend? Well, IDK, the weekend's still so far away. There's a thought in my head, and I talked about Erin. She has a cross-country meet down in Peoria, Illinois, and I don't even know how far Peoria is, probably 2.5, 3 hours. And it's her senior year, and Peoria is where the state meet is held. This isn't the state meet, but it's a big invitational that happens mid-season. And she's going to be running in it, and she told me the other day that I should go. So I'm considering that, but I'm not totally sure. Good morning, Sandy Shepherd. How are you on your porch swing in West Virginia today? Hopefully you're doing well. Tiger joined. Wonder if it's any tiger I know. Hi, Ira Taylor. Thank you so much for following the host. I so appreciate when you do. I've been on TikTok. I'm creeping up on 2 years right now. I enjoy the heck out of this platform. And again, hope some of the stories I tell and the experiences I share make a difference. So when anyone follows the page, it feels real good. Again, I did a video yesterday that a whole bunch of people watched and picked up like 100 subscribers, and that's always fun. The funny thing is about, patting yourself on the back or watching statistics or even probably watching a bank account grow or watching subscribers grow on a social media platform. It's never enough. It's never enough. I'm at 8,500-ish subscribers here on TikTok. And it's like when I hit 10,000, that'll be neat. It'll be 5 digits, not 4. But I'll go, now what? 10,001, and then 20,000, then 100,000, then 1,000,000. And the same is true with so many things. Once you achieve a certain level, I don't know, you usually want more. That's okay. So I've achieved a certain level of caffeination. And you know what? I want a little more. So let's have a little more coffee. But anyway, I'm not sure how much I have for you or how long I'm going to talk. I'm looking forward to having some breakfast, cuddling with my little babies today. I'm blessed. God blessed me with 4 children. I have 2 older girls that live out in Oswego, and I got 2 beautiful little babies. Augie and Eve, and I'm so excited to see them and so excited to love on them and so excited to play with them and kiss on them and make them laugh and giggle and cuddle and pick them up when they fall and separate them when they're fighting. My older son, Augie, he's just about 2.5, and again, I have a beautiful little girl named Eve, and they're not too far apart in size. And Augie's a little small for his age, and Eve's, I think, a big, solid girl. And Augie's favorite thing to do, he's got a lot of favorite things to do, but one of his things he really enjoys doing is wrestling with his little sister, Eve. And Eve takes it like a champ. And Eve can't walk yet, but she crawls pretty darn quick. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. She crawls pretty quick, and again, she's solid. She's solid. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets bigger and stronger than Augie in the not-too-distant future. So right now, my little boy Augie's doing all he can and taking advantage of his size and strength and walking ability, and he'll wrestle little Eve. And Eve doesn't love it so much, but she kind of does. She loves her big brother. But it's kind of funny watching. Sometimes I kind of think he's being a little rough with her. He probably is. But as a dada, I don't know. I think we give our children maybe a little more freedom to fall and skin their knees than a mother might. And I know a few weeks ago I was at the pool with the babies with my ex-wife. And it was a little baby pool. And it was like, I don't know, there's probably 4 inches of water. And Augie kind of stumbled a little bit and had to have his hand down, and his face was kind of near the water. And I sat there and kind of watched and was kind of curious how he'd get himself out of this. And his mom went, "Ah, ah, ah!" Kind of screamed at me and came to the rescue. But he didn't need rescued. And again, as a dad, I think we kind of look at things differently, and we do. And it's good to have, moms and dads, obviously, because we bring 2 perspectives to child rearing. But it was just kind of funny. And I don't know. I want Augie to be a little tough. And his mom probably wants to baby him and love on him, and that's all okay. And but I'm looking forward to playing with them today. And little sisters are the best. I have a little sister. Her name's Carolyn. She lives out in Roscoe, Illinois. Julie, it is adorable. It is so cute. Again, it's super adorable, but it's kind of again, Augie, she'll be standing there leaning up or trying to play the piano, and Augie will see her and like get all excited and come up behind her and kind of grab her by the head and go, yeah! You know. But he's usually doing it over soft carpeted area, and they're very short. So when they fall over, usually she falls on top of him, and I don't know. I don't know who taught him his wrestling moves, but he brings it, and Eve takes it like a champ. She takes it like a champ. Again, she's not even a year old, and he's 2.5. And I've mentioned it before. He has Down syndrome, so I'm guessing maybe Down syndrome babies tend to be a little smaller than non-Down syndrome babies. But certainly these two, he can walk, and he's a little stronger and a little quicker. But she's a champ. She's tough. You grab her thighs are like this. Her thighs are like this. She's a solid little chunk of love. And it's funny because they're so different. You hold Augie and he'll cuddle with you and, I don't know, share pretzels with you and sway with you. Eve's a woman of action, not words. And she'll climb up on you. She'll see me across the room and she'll crawl on her fours. And I'll go, oh, she's coming to Dad. She'll come to Dad. She'll climb up and love on Dad for about 2 seconds. Pull on my ear and then like go for my cell phone or go for my coffee or go after anything, remote controls or anything I'm holding on to. And she's a mover and a shaker, and kids are different, and boys and girls are different, and it's fun just experiencing the differences that make us all unique and make us all individuals. So I'm going to have a little bit more coffee. It's Tuesday morning. I'm excited about my day. I'm still kind of hungry. I'm going to go eat some food and get ready for my day, and excited about it. And I hope you're excited as well. I hope you had a great night's sleep, a great start to your week yesterday. You're looking forward to your Tuesday. If you're stressed out about anything, try and find something you're grateful for, something you're thankful for. And if you need something to be thankful for the sun shining in the sky. And if it's a cloudy day, be thankful for the clouds or the leaves on the trees or the coming of fall. Or whether if your football team won on Sunday, be thankful for that if they lost. Be thankful that game's behind them and you're moving on to next week. Because there's always things to be thankful for. It's easy to forget about that and easy to focus in on the negatives and easy to focus on the struggles or the challenges or the work or the appointments or the stuff that we don't want to do. But again, life's a lot more fun if we can focus on the positive stuff, and I'll encourage you to do that today, and it's what I'm going to try and do as well. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for sharing part of your Tuesday morning with me. Hope you had an awesome night's sleep. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And one more sip of coffee. As always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.